I received a question from one of my friends the other day, and it mentions the coronavirus has brought the world to its knees and has claimed the lives of thousands across the globe. Should we be afraid of the coronavirus, and what should we do with what we have at the moment? So I want to start off by saying that in times like this, fear is only natural. Fear is not good, it's not bad, it's just a natural response. It's an emotion, just like anger, happiness, joy, sadness. It's just another emotion that we don't choose whether we feel it or not. It's a response more than anything. And it's especially only natural now because we are afraid of the unknown more than anything else. When it comes to risks, going out of your comfort zone, our environment changing, our natural response is be afraid. To be afraid. It's, to be honest, the biggest motivator you can have. But although fear is sometimes what we need, is not necessarily what we should focus on. Don't get lost in your emotions. So from fear comes worrying, comes anxiety, panic, being paralyzed under pressure. Although you need to be a bit afraid sometimes, not all the time, sometimes, that's your indicator to know that you're growing, you're getting better. So fear isn't what we need to avoid. What we need to avoid is worrying, because worrying is a response. Worrying puts you in a place where you kind of have a response of the situation, whatever it may be, and it can cause one of two things. It can cause you to overthink. So now you're analyzing something that you, in too much detail, thinking about every single little thing, which, to be honest, isn't helpful. Sometimes our minds can make up stuff just to appease our worry. And you have the other side of your spectrum, where it's so worried you can't act, you can't do it, crumbling under pressure, crumbling under strain of everything. So with anything, don't worry, is what I say. To help with that, because although with sometimes worrying comes as a response naturally to some of us, I think everyone worries, and I'm not going to say that, but to help with that, it's important to breathe. Just just take a deep breath, relax your muscles, relax your body, be grounded in what you are doing, where you are, the world around you. Be grounded and think clearly. By all means, I'm not saying don't take coronavirus. COVID-19 isn't a joke. It's serious. Take it seriously, but don't worry about it. Because as long as you're taking it seriously and you're if you're following your guidelines, you're acting accordingly, thinking about it, not going to socialize all the time, staying indoors, self-isolation, 2 meters apart from the next person, then, you know, what is it to worry about? You're doing fine. You're doing good. You know, at the end of the day, we can't control what's going to happen, what will happen, what won't happen, what is coming up. But what we can do is we can, you know, act in the best way that we can foresee. We can change how we approach our problems, our issues, our trials. In times like this, we see new problems that we never faced in our lifetimes. It's a whole new challenge, a new trial, new test, whatever it is. But that brings me to my second point. It's not just a trial, a challenge, a test, or an unfortunate event. It's also an opportunity. It's an opportunity to do more, do things that you normally wouldn't be able to do. This is what I think we've been given a gift of time. For some anyway, some have been given the gift of time. I know a lot of people that are working from home who usually have a long commute to work. You're working crazy hours because you're busy, stuff like that. I know a lot of people who are working shorter hours because, well, company needs that sometimes. There's a financial impact as well. That, again, like I was saying, as long as you're thinking about the steps and you're going forward, you can't control what's going on, but you can act the best way possible. But we've been given opportunity of time more than anything for some people. And even that, there's other opportunities for different acts of kindness and valor that in normal circumstances we would not be able to get. We've never been in this situation before, and we will never be. I shouldn't really say that because I don't know. But with a new test and a new trial comes new opportunities to do better things for other people. Be even more generous. Even though, you know, there's so many things going on at the moment. You know, this is where a lot of people can show their kindness and prevail over anything else. We have people volunteering for the vulnerable to the virus. We have thousands of UK NHS workers going back to work to support their co-workers in the front line against the virus, essentially. Even clapping for the NHS, showing our support in the way that we can. And it's our way of saying thank you. It's our way of showing our generosity. And it extends so much more. There's opportunities now at home more than anything else. Now everyone's stuck at home, or a lot of people are stuck at home, should I say. We now have the opportunity to properly bond with our siblings, our parents, grandparents maybe, our house. A lot of the times, a lot of 21st century life, and I'm saying this loosely, a lot of people have it, depends, but a lot of it is so hectic. I feel like the nature of the world at the moment is so fast-paced, so much pressure in a sense. Not normal kind of, yeah, pressure's everywhere, but a lot of it's unnecessary if you think about it. I know a lot of people working in corporations and big bankers, for example, industries with a lot of demand, you know, working to kind of please clients, please auditors, please people externally, our bosses, bosses, our founders. You know, it's a lot of pressure, really. And with everything that's going so fast, or was going so fast, you know, it's kind of like another thing to kind of take back, that it's time to kind of take a step back, slow down, breathe, you know, and I guess gives us an opportunity to think about what really matters in our lives more than anything. I want to end this on a note to say that life is hard, life's challenging. Like the nature of life, this too shall pass. In this moment of time, we are exactly where we need to be. These events are were meant to happen. And coronavirus is meant to be the pandemic it is today. Our society is changing the way it's supposed to. But we were all meant to be going through these tough times. All we need to do is decide what to do with the time that's given us. So should we fear coronavirus? Naturally, yes. But we should also recognize the opportunities that we have to be better, to learn lessons, to do good where we can, and above all else, we don't need to worry. We'll deal with whatever we need to do. Done.